Hi everybody, it's Mr. Gray here. Thank you again for another fantastic week. It was really nice to see the families that I got to meet with for spring conferences, to see you at school. And as a reminder, I'm available for conferences anytime. And on that note, the school year is going really fast. We have a little less than 50 days of school, but the last 50 days of school go really, really quickly. So I know people already have their eye on summer and even the start of sixth grade, which is happening later this year. So there's a lot going on. I have some announcements first, both about the end of the year and other things that are going on. So I sent you an email about a Screens and Teens workshop. It looks really great. The school district puts it on with the Orange County Department of Education. There's resources for parents. There's teens who give their feedback about screen time and all the things. So it's a great conversation to have, and maybe it gets the conversation going. So if it's a good fit, please go and check that out. There's a community art contest. The submissions are due March 28th. That link is in the email. Junior Games is coming up. I think registration is closed, but the actual event is Sunday, May 4th. I know we have lots of students taking part of that. We have regular school week next week, except there's a short day on Friday. So school gets out next Friday, March 28th at 1:05. And then we're off the week after that. That first week of April, we're off for spring break. We'll be back on April 7th. And that week is a normal schedule week. We're back to normal things. Guys Night is Wednesday, April 9th. There's a place to RSVP and get info. I highly recommend it. I will be there. And if your male student can come with their dad, great, or any other older male figure in their life would be fantastic. If you have any questions about that, please let me know. Later that week on April 11th is AWISH Around the World in Santiago Hills, which is a fantastic event. If you didn't come last year, please come this year. It's really fun. Stop by. All the cultures of our school are represented. There's lots of really great food and activities. It's a really fun day. Open house is going to be Thursday, April 24th. And at that point, we're at the end of April and we're into state testing. It's going to go so fast. Okay, so enjoy this last little part we have, but those are all the things that are going on. Next week, we have a normal size week in terms of time, but there's a lot of things kind of interrupting our week next week. So as far as academics go, it's a little bit light. So we're going to spend the week, the kids just have the week to read their historical fiction books independently, and that will, for the most part, wrap up historical fiction. We'll have one more thing to do after spring break. I'm reading out loud Sideways Stories from Wayside School, which is a really fantastic and fun book at this time of year. For writing, the kids are voting and keep track of their scores in their Wordament. Hopefully your students brought home a Wordament bracket. Every kid has a word anonymously, and there's some criteria on how to vote for each word. And March Madness style, like the NCAA basketball tournament, the kids are going to vote next week in class. So hopefully you took a minute to participate and fill out a bracket, and we'll keep track of everyone's scores and see who does the best. And then, of course, we'll have a champion word for the class, which will be really fun too. In math, we'll keep studying volume. We have a couple activities to do with volume next week. In social studies, they're going to continue learning about the important battles of the American Revolution. We'll get to the end of our battles, but then they're going to actually make a little book that tells the story of some of these important battles, copying the style of this book, Fortunately, by Remy Charlotte. The kids will go to Science Lab with Mrs. DeMarco. They will have buddies. And finally, for our photography project, hopefully the kids are bringing their device on Thursday, March 27th and Friday, March 28th next week. So we'll do 2 different photography lessons next week so we can get going a little bit. And then they already did photography once this week on the 21st on Friday. And so I will help, and hopefully you can help figure out how do I get those pictures off my device and into Google Drive. And of course, I'm available to help with that when needed. Okay. Thank you again. Have a fantastic week. Have a really great spring break. I won't put out a video next week or the week of spring break. But you kind of know what's going on that week. It's a normal week. So have a great week and a great spring break, and we'll see you in April. Okay. Bye-bye.